Oh, let me. All right, guys. Carl, can you hear us? Excellent. Can you talk?
Can you guys hear me?
You betcha. There we go.
Fancy house.
Chat.
Open up another screen and go to Facebook. And go to the notification for the Western Canada. Then you can chat there. You're a good candidate for the umbrella hat.
Yeah. So for everybody joining, thanks for joining us. It's been a great year so far. We've been having a lot of fun, a lot of luck. Yeah, we had a good turnout at the first Derby, so that was great. And I'll put it up here so everybody can see. Great. Volovich is back. Out of Facebook jail. I give him till 7:15 before he's back in. So, Broden's already starting in on you. It's yeah, and I love Dave Band. This is awesome. 3 separate holders tethers on my phone this time. That's great because that's an expensive phone now.
Yeah.
So again, thank you everybody for joining us. This is the we'll kind of go over just a couple little things quick, and then we'll go into the captain's meeting for the Battle on Buffalo coming up here on Saturday. First off, again, for if you were under a rock and didn't see, congrats, John, Flynn, and Adrian for your wins at the Trout Derby. It was great to see John out there horsing those 3 big brood trout, Flynn with a couple. Dave had one. It's on his phone at the bottom of the lake. If anybody's got scuba gear and wants to go to Open Creek Dam, there's a phone on the bottom of the lake and a waterproof case for you. So, it's been growing pains, obviously, with our new systems that we're running and everything. The first Derby was the one that we were kind of worried the most about having the biggest issues just because of cell service. But I think it only took us an hour and a half, and we finally got that all figured out there. So we know better for next time. Trevor, did you want to give a bit of an update on the MyCatch app right now before we kick into the meeting?
Yeah, sure. So I know there's been some questions raised recently, people this past weekend with the app. Nobody's able to see their entries any longer. The reason for that is Anglers Atlas has chose to eliminate showing people's entries on the live derbies. The purpose for this is because they've had some issues in other platforms that there was a lot of armchair quarterbacks saying, hey, that fish wasn't measured right. Hey, this isn't correct. When that happens, then the photo has to be essentially removed, quarantined, and then goes for judgment whether it's acceptable or not. So it creates a lot of effort, unnecessary effort for people that have strong opinions. So in order to alleviate that, they chose to remove the picture entries and they leave it up to the organizers that are verifying the catches to hold the decision. So on the Summer Slam series, myself and Chris and a couple of the Anglers Atlas team members are verifying our catches. Chris and I do not verify our own catches. Anglers Atlas verifies our catches. So it's just a way to protect everybody. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. You can reach out to us on the Western Canada page, me personally, Chris personally, whomever. Try not to, Chris and I are looking after this as much as possible to alleviate that from Mike. So reach out to us, guys. We'll look after that. With the questions of now people are saying they can't see their entries because they could be for it automatically goes up. If you have any questions at all, even if you're out of the data service area, when you go on your app and you click on that button, I don't know if you can see it. There's that 3 bars at the very bottom there. When you click that, okay, it shows what you were just at. I was just at Rolling Hills, like you guys saw there, and maybe some of those posts. It shows everything right there. If it's in orange on there, like we had the issue at Open Creek, that means he's got to refresh it and send it to the app. But it will not be deleted. It's always there. If you guys have any questions, some people have emailed. Continue to write emails. We'll respond. Just a good way to protect everybody. I think that's pretty much it. So hopefully, does that explain everything? Do you think, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's sad, and we know the community that we've got fishing right now. We know it's not you guys that are having the issues with it. It's the guys back east fishing in these big derbies that they're fishing for big money, so they're gonna complain, and they're gonna contest every 1/8 of an inch they possibly can. So Broden, yeah, we're still gonna do either weekly or bi-weekly. We'll get pictures up, we'll get standings updated, all that kind of stuff. So we will continue to keep going.
Yeah. So I'll be updating. Just ask Danny Trevor. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Myself and Chris we're going to be doing, I'll try to get a more system where we're doing the leaderboard for the online more regularly at a set date so people can follow up. I haven't figured that out exactly yet, but we have a spreadsheet so we can do like we posted there last week for the standings of where people are placed. So please, guys, I know it's a little frustrating, but just continue to get out there fishing, submit your catches. It was nice to see that the Open Creek Dam, when we were fishing Open Creek, everybody's that met the minimum length was going to the online derby as well too. So the system's working well hand in hand. There's no questions there. So this weekend we've got the 3 different species on it. If you guys slam a burbot, it's going to go on both, right? It's going to go on both of the platforms. So it's positive app. It's just it's like anything. We're going to have some growing pains.
John's apparently out fishing right now. So yeah, absolutely, Broden. I mean, we love seeing that, having the ability to show everybody those fish that are being caught. So it's definitely great. Like I said, I mean, the biggest hiccup, we knew we were going to have a hiccup out at Open Creek just because of the cell service. I think for next time we will go back there. I think everybody who showed up had an absolutely amazing time. I've pretty much already told the campground to expect us for the same weekend next year. So it was great. So like I said, thanks for everybody for coming out. Thanks for Chris and Trevor for powering through and getting the app figured out. I know there's been a lot of questions. Yes, Adrian, we're well aware that your nickname is not Beaver Boat Launch. So,
wow.
Yeah, those two are quite the pair.
Yeah.
So as far as the battle on Buffalo, same thing. We're not going to have to worry about having a meetup in the morning, meeting up with anybody in the morning. Basically, as long as your first fish is on the board after 6, it's acceptable, right? That's when we're allowed to start fishing. So please, again, for everybody going, just please make sure that you're not like hooked up to a fish, have it in your net, sitting, waiting for 6 o'clock to show up. So start your fishing at 6 in the morning. On the app, we were just looking for the water body. It shows the narrows as part of the water body. Everybody be aware you're not allowed to fish the narrows for the derby. So you need to stay out of the narrows there on the west end. For anybody who is going that hasn't been in a derby yet, send me a message, please, on Facebook, either to the page or to me personally. I'll either bring out a waiver package for you, or I can email it to you. You can print it off and bring it out. So we'll have those there. Also, let us know if it's your first derby that you're going to. We'll make sure that we have the armbands for sale there for you. You'll need to buy an armband for $10, and then we'll get you your card to put in there. I'll have a few of the bump boards. Oh, I just got to write down. Volovich is already commenting here. I'll bring some of the bump boards there that we have. They're $50 a piece. It's a 50-inch aluminum bump board. If you want one, I'll have some in my truck. Find me, and I'll make sure to get you some.
Just to answer David's comment there, if you want to put that up, Mike. So if you guys read the rules there, section 3-E, it specifies the GPS coordinate for what the narrows are to stay away from. So
basically down at the end of the lake here. Right, we're not allowed to fish in the end at the narrows there. Other than that, Carl Ball, thank you for stepping up and running this derby. So we'll let you kind of run over the rules, man. Throw you to the wolves.
Sure. Sounds good. Guys, you guys are probably used to hearing most of this stuff, but so we're starting at 6. We're going to be finished at 5, so that means everybody's going to be off the water. We don't want anybody to get lost or stuck out there. So you guys will kind of cruise. We'll try and keep a close eye. The ugly hat, the reason for the ugly hat is I'm going to wear this ugly hat so that you guys can see me on the water. So if you need anything, if I'm not basically mother henning over at the launch watching you guys catch fish, if you see me on the water, you can tell by the ugly orange hat. If you need anything, give me a shout. It should have a first aid kit handy, that kind of stuff, bolt cutters. You guys hook yourselves, something, whatever. Need a sissy sticker? I got you.
Is that a Jackson sticker?
Oh,
wow.
I said sissy sticker. Is that a Jackson sticker?
No. This is a Band-Aid.
I had to. Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys. So we're fishing for pike. We got 3 northern pike. Got to be 63 centimeters or longer. 2 walleye. Got to be 50 centimeters or longer, and 1 burbot any size. So those are the maximum fish we can catch for this guy. It's a pinch tail measurement, so pinch tail on the board. You guys, we got to respect the site. We got to respect we're guests there. We got to be respectful of the campground and the lake. Otherwise, we might not be able to have these things much longer. So things like littering, that kind of stuff, being abusive towards other boaters or people in the campground, we don't want to be like that. We don't want to be that guy. We got to watch out for our angling depth. So we got to watch out 7.5 meters or 24.5 feet. I know in the past it's been 30 feet. The way that the COs are going to know if you are in the correct fishing in any deeper than that is if they see you in water deeper than that, they're going to run you off. You might get disqualified from the tournament if you're in water deeper than 24.5 feet. So pay close attention to your depth finder and your position on the lake. You guys, pre-fishing's got to be finished by 6 o'clock on Friday. I got the no fishing in the portion of the lake located 4022 W4. That's the narrows. You guys, most of the I didn't get to last year, but the year before, I don't think we had one last year. No. Most of the best fishing was all kind of around the boat launch on that little island that's right there. I think the narrows is pretty far away.
Let's just quickly go up there here.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
This is where the launch point is for anybody here. Here, let me where's my button here
full
to
screen.
solo this?
There we go. So yeah, you guys can kind of see the marina there, juts out into the water, right by the Pelican Point campground, and the boat launch is just kind of beneath that on the map there. And it seemed to be between 5 and 10 or 12 feet, kind of all around that island. So that was kind of seemed to be where most of the fish were caught. So no need to go out too far and risk getting out to that 25 feet or deeper. So catching a burbot might be a little bit tough if you can't get out that deep. So yeah, I don't see anybody really. The narrows is pretty far away. I don't see our need to truck all the way out there just to maybe catch a burbot. So so it says our payout percentages. If we have 25 people, first prize will be good for $400, second prize $200, and third $200. That's a pretty good change if we cut chunk of change if everybody comes out. Case of a tie, tiebreaker will be the people that log the highest number of fish. You guys, if you do have a fish, this is a catch photo release tournament like every other one we've done so far in the last 3 years now, or well, I guess more if you count all the east slopes and all that. So if you do have a fish that dies on you, you got to bring it back so we can submit it to fisheries. So obviously barbless hooks, just like all our tournaments. Can only catch fish using hook, line, rod, and reel. So I know some of you guys might have been thinking, well, if I catch this fish, somebody throws it to me and I catch it. No, that doesn't count. Sorry, you guys. You actually have to catch it on a hook. You can't catch it in the air.
I'm not going.
Spirit. What's that?
So that's it. I'm not going.
You guys really got to pour through these rules a little more closely to see what can't be done here. Yeah. So contestant, remind you guys, the spirit of the rule prevails in the judgment. So just because the rule, we're not going to argue the finer points of the law here with the rules. The spirit of the rules is what we're sticking to. So if you do notice someone doing something bad, infraction by another person, please let an organizer or myself know. There could be could get them. It could be a reason. We don't like cheaters. Nobody likes cheaters, and cheating just abuses the resource. So we really don't want to have all these fish die because we beat on them all the time, or harvest all the breeding population. So yeah, I mean that's the rules in a nutshell. I kind of ran through a copy of them and highlighted the goodies. I think it said on Saturday the winners will be contacted by the thing. I haven't been there for the award ceremony before, so I'm not sure how quickly they'll be updated or what time I'll be able to say who's won and who hasn't. You guys got any advice on that one?
Yeah. So pretty much the leader, because we'll have full cell service range. The leaderboard, one after 5 o'clock, it shouldn't be much more than 25 half-past or 5:30. The leaderboards will be updated, and then we'll be able to do our check presentations, all that stuff. That you'll have that information available to you there, Carl. So I'll either myself or Chris will probably get in touch with you. We'll talk a little bit more about that outside of this meeting,
sure.
Anyways. But there's a couple questions there. I think, did you want to start with that one from Adrienne there, Mike?
I'll just start at the top and I'll pop them right up on the screen here.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Andy, anyone seen a walleye come out of Buffalo?
I believe
I haven't, but I've only fished Buffalo once.
There was a few the last Derby. I know they're in there. With that, we don't need to end up seeing the pictures of them all. But for everybody that does catch walleye, just kind of keep a tally. If you do catch a bunch, keep a tally of what you caught so that I can let fisheries know, because that was one of the reasons that we were allowed to include walleye was, we know that there are some incidental catches in there. So we'll get some information and see what kind of numbers we're getting in there. For Broden, that was the launch, that Pelican Point up at the northeast of the lake there is where it's going to be going. So Broden asked about the depth restriction. So it's for the barotrauma of the fish, right? As you're horsing them up from that deeper water. So, I mean, you can fish in any depth of water, but if fisheries comes by and you've got your line in the water and they grab your rod and bring it up, if you're more than 24.5 feet down, you'll be kicked out of the tournament and fisheries can fine you. So that's where we really got to look at that.
Yeah, and Broden, I think Broden's in Saskatchewan, right?
I
noticed.
In Alberta.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. A couple of our other tournaments that I've organized, I noticed they have the same restriction. Even a big cold lake like Lesser Slave, they still put that same restriction. We're not allowed to fizz fish, and I think, like Mike said, the barotrauma is the reason for that.
Yeah. So, are you camping at Pelican Point, Carl? I know
I
some
am.
people
Yep.
talk
So
about
you
it.
guys, if you go on Alberta Parks Reserve or Reserve Alberta Parks or something like that, it's full, and it's been full for a couple weeks. But if you just Google the name of the campsite, Pelican Point Campground, you'll see
Yep.
a phone number, and you can call them directly. They have a reserve camping spot that's um, just a little bit north of the regular campground, and I booked into there so I'll be coming down Friday. I'll probably get there Friday around dinner time, Friday evening, and then I'm booked into there Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'll be leaving on Monday. So if anybody wants to stick around and fish Sunday, whatever, the luck I'm having is I sold my dry suit, so I haven't replaced it yet. So it'll probably be shit weather on Saturday, and then it'll be beautiful on Monday after I leave or something. Probably. I was out last weekend, tried to go to Winagami, and I was with a friend, and it was whitecaps for 2 days, so we didn't even. I haven't even put a line in the water yet this year, other than ice fishing. So yeah, I'm dying to get out, you guys. Yeah, I'm camping there the whole time. Yeah, party at my place. Yep. I got some smokies, got a little barbecue. So I don't have power. I brought a coffee machine, but I don't. Those sites aren't powered. I don't have a generator. So I'll bring some snacks and some goodies, and everybody bring a chair. I don't have enough chairs for everybody, but 6 feet apart, whatever. Wear your little mask, and yeah, we can socialize. I'll try to have. Yeah, we can relax and enjoy. I don't usually burn wood. I've got a propane fire pit, so we can sit around fire and relax after a hard day fishing.
Cool. All right.
Adrian, we can't camp our trailer losses under our last trip. Undercarriage crap. Yeah. Yeah, we saw the picture on Facebook. Yeah, so it's going to be a great time, everybody. Like I said, you are allowed to be in any depth of water. Just don't get caught. If you're casting out and actively reeling in, yeah, sure, you can have 50 feet, 60 feet of line out. If they see you cast out and just leave it sit, they can come up, grab your rod, and if there's more than, it starts dropping. If you've got 50 feet of line out, doesn't matter what depth it actually is, they can look at it for that. So Andy, what's the day use parking like?
From what I recall 2 years ago, there is quite a bit of parking at that launch there. So there should be lots of room, but again, we just have to be respectful, make sure we're not parking in an area where people are going to be trying to launch a boat, turn around, that sort of thing. Right. So
yeah. And with that, guys, when we pull up, don't pull into the day use spots that are designed for vehicles with trailers. Leave those for the guys that are pulling their boats in and out of there. Let's unload our kayaks and get our vehicles as far away from the launch as we can. That shows a little bit of respect for everybody in the area.
Just one thing I did want to clarify too, because I know we had a little gray area last time. The rules have always stated off the water at 5 o'clock. We still want to try to, encourage people to be off the water at 5 so that everybody can kind of have a visual head count that everybody made it back safe and sound, right? Regardless, the app will stop the tournament at 5 o'clock. It will physically do that. So any catches you guys try to submit after that will not count anyways, but we just encourage everybody to be off a big body of water like that in time, please. Like the rules do state, please.
And with that too, for anybody that, if you decide, I know I'm not going to be anywhere near the leaderboard, I'm taking off, make sure that you get a message to Carl so that he's aware of who's gone already. So, we've had that in the past. A couple of the East Slopes guys were just like, I'm not catching nothing, I'm going to leave. And we had some bad weather. I spent an hour and a half scrambling, trying to track down somebody, calling, emailing, calling everything that I possibly could, only to find out that the guy had gone back to Calgary. He wasn't catching anything. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to leave. So if you do decide to leave before the end of it, just please make sure you're letting Carl know that you're taking off so that he can account for you being gone.
Yeah, you guys, I'll either give you a business card, or I can leave something at the site or at my campground or something with my cell phone, so you guys can shoot me a message when you're off the water. That way I kind of know. So I think Curtis, was talking to me earlier about crashing, looking for a place to stay, whatever. So I have a little trailer. I do have room for one other person to sleep in the trailer. He said, so yeah, Curtis, you don't have to sleep in your truck as long as you don't snore too loud, and you're okay with my Boston Terrier probably jumping on you in the middle of the night. I got an extra bed in the trailer if you're interested. So, wouldn't want to see a fellow fisherman sleep in his truck if you can avoid it. Yeah,
unless it's Andy, and then we can shake his car.
Yeah. You guys, I posted a link there in the comments, and that's the site for the campground. And if you hit sitemap at the bottom of that page, it shows kind of layout with the marina and the campground spots and everything. So on the north side, there's kind of overflow parking, and then there's like just general parking, and then there's boat trailer parking. So I don't think parking is going to be an issue. I think it looks like you can drive down, there's room to turn around a boat and a trailer to launch from the boat launch. Then there's a little marina there. And then you can, once your boat's in the water, you can drive out and just park up at the boat trailer parking or in the parking. And we'll keep an eye on your boat until you're back down, ready to launch and fish. So, yeah, hopefully that'll help you guys out. We'll see if we can fill up the overflow parking or overflow camping with all of us having a heck of a good time. That'd be pretty all right. Maybe they'll. I was really hoping to book a camp spot right beside that boat launch. That would have been ideal, but I waited way too long for that kind of thing. With everybody, I think with COVID kind of coming to an end, has decided to buy a trailer and go out camping this year. So great for the economy, great for everybody that loves camping and likes to see people out there, but shitty for people like me that forget to get on it and register and book it as soon as the day that all the bookings open. So yeah, have to get on a little quicker next time, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm just looking right now at the entries. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 anglers that weren't at the other derby. So for everybody that's on there, I'll email you the documents as well. I'll bring some copies with me, but I'll email them out to everybody. And then if you got a printer, print them off, sign them, and bring them with you. And then if you don't have them, just come find me and at the derby. I'll have them with me out on the water.
You know what? I'll give those. I've got those forms. I'll give them to Carl.
Okay, perfect. You can give those to Carl. Yeah. So we'll have all those and we'll get her going. It's going to be fun.
Adrian, now that's a thing. I want to see everybody in orange hats from now on for all of our tournaments. That's how we can tell everybody that's in our tournaments is orange hats. This is a Amazon special. I think around 10 or 15 bucks from Amazon. I think .ca for doesn't fit me very well, but I got a big head, so.
I would just like to say, I'm just going to leave Adrian's comment up here for a minute, that I don't care what derby it is, but I'm fully expecting at one derby she will fish from this inflatable unicorn floaty. So that's your mission, Adrian.
Thing is, she'd probably put us all to shame with catching the best fish while she does that.
No, that's okay. We can all hook her at the same time and sink her.
Yeah, just cast in the white unicorn direction.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I've got. It's the rules are the same. Everybody's got access to the rules in the app. Please make sure you're well aware. Your barbless hooks, your PFDs, It can't be in your kayak. It must be on at all times when you're out on the water. If you're seen without your PFD on, you will be disqualified from the tournament. We understand you can take it off for 5 minutes at the most type thing because you're changing, throwing more clothes on, taking clothes off, that kind of stuff. But make sure you're wearing your PFD out there in the water. Also with that, this being a bigger lake, everybody make sure you've got your safety gear that's required by Transport Canada, because they can come up and ask to see that. So make sure you've got your license, make sure that you've got all your safety gear, you're good to go, barbless hook, all of that, because they know what our rules are for the Derby, and they can come out, check them, and enforce those rules themselves. So. And I think that's all I've got, guys.
Yeah.
Trevor, any other comments?
Nope, I'm good. Other than just if anybody's got any questions, please reach out and keep spreading this positive vibe of the online derby and our live derbies, because we've got dry meat coming up next weekend as well too, right? We'd like to see 20, 25 anglers at all these derbies minimum. So be awesome. More people, the merrier.
Carl, anything?
Nope, that's it. Yeah, it should be good. I think we've done this one other time out there. At least I've been out there one other time. Did we do this twice now?
No, this is the second time.
We didn't have anything last year, right? Everything was canceled last year. So
yeah. Thanks, Carl, for taking this too. Eh?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll leave it open here for a couple of minutes. If anybody's got any questions, post them up there quick, and we'll get them. But as Trevor said, you can message any one of the organizers if you've got questions. We've said it multiple times. This couldn't be where it is without all of you guys. So that's great. For anybody that's in the kind of central Alberta area, the end of August, just something to think about if you want to be involved in something. I'm going to try and get Trevor to come down and help out as well. With Lacombe Fish and Game, it looks like we're going to be hosting our Kids Can Catch Fish event at the end of August. So if you're around, if you're going to be around, let me know. We can always use help. We'll have a bunch of rods there for the kids. We're going to have to have people going around helping untangle lines, set up new rods, disinfect stuff. So, it'd be a great opportunity for us in the fishing community, especially our kayak community to get out there and spend the day out there at the world's largest lure at the Len Thompson Pond and have a little fun. Other than that, everybody, please join your local fishing game associations. It's because of what they do and what we all do that all of these stocking opportunities keep going. So, please, everybody get involved. I encourage everybody to not only become a member, but become active in it. A lot of those organizations are starting to get somewhat to the point that their whole board is made up of older folks, because they started the organizations years ago, and now they're starting to transition out. So please get involved with your local fish and game, get out, support the stocked ponds, have fun fishing. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I think that's it then. So again, Carl, thank you for coming up and stepping up and running this derby for us. It's going to be great. I'm absolutely loving the support that we've been getting ever since we started the trail here, with getting different people involved in organizing events. For everybody out there, if you think, hey, that looks like it might be something, yeah, it is a lot of work, but it's very satisfying when the derby's over and it's been a successful derby, knowing that you had a hand in it. So if you want to look at stepping up and starting a derby of your own for next year, we're here to help you. I'd be more than happy that next year we have a derby every weekend somewhere in Western Canada. It'd be great. So I think with that, we will close this off. As we said, anybody's got any questions, please send them in, either call us, text us, message us on Facebook, message the page. email us, whatever you need to do, get hold of us. And for everybody at Buffalo, we will see you in a few short days. Hopefully the weather's good. Trevor, please make sure that when you meet up with Carl, you send my my NRS champion set, because if Carl's doesn't have his dry suit, that means it's going to be crappy weather, and I'm going to need my my rain gear back.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it back, I don't think. So for anybody who hasn't seen, go on the Facebook group there and check out. Carl just did a photo shoot with Fish in the Wild West there, did an episode, and it's looking like it's going to be pretty awesome to see. They got some amazing fish. So good job on that, promoting the trail there, Trevor. That's amazing.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Oh, here we go. We better put up Adrian's. Just a little note for everybody. And remember, out of the narrows, stay in the girth. The girth is what's worth. Adrian, we love you. All right, guys, we will see you all on Saturday at some point. Everybody have a great day.
Thanks, guys.